The Florida Atlantic man, Greg Joseph, ready to get this one started. And this one is underway here on EA Sports.
Let's go, Buck.
They'll run for the first time with James Conner. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. On 2nd and 9. Murray buying time to his left. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And they get it down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down, Murray sliding out of the pocket. And down to the 11. A big play there on the scramble.
I'll tell you, if you lined up Kyler Murray and Lamar Jackson for a foot race, I think Kyler Murray might just be a bit faster. And boy, was he moving there. Incredible.
And normally when you see guys moving this fast, it might be a fly pattern from a receiver or a toss sweep from a tailback or something like that. This was designed as a passing play, and then he got out of the pocket, and he just took off, and he just kept gaining momentum with every step.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
Now 2nd and 9 from the 10.
Murray going to throw. They'll roll him out right.
Murray has it knocked loose, fumble,
and the Vikings pick up the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A disappointing end of the sequence there. He was starting to turn nothing into something, and then he lost the football.
And sometimes things get lost in the transition. And what I mean by that is you go from being a passer to a runner. And at a certain point, once you cross the line of scrimmage, you're strictly a runner now. There's no more downfield threat. Make sure you take care of the football while you're traversing downfield.
Cousins now after the fumble recovery. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Osborne. A gain of 6 there on first.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. They'll run it. Here's Cook. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
Well, they picked up the first down, but I'm just going to say it. I didn't like it before the ball was snapped, and I don't like it now that they picked it up. Think about field position on their own side of the 50. They don't get it. They put their defense in a bad spot. And it's just not a decision that pays off very often.
Well, it wasn't 4th and a yard. There was some meat on that bone.
There really was. Fortunate to get it in that situation, but not a call I would make very often.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. To throw is Cousins.
Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson.
That catch good for only a couple. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Play fake, Cousins.
And he's got this to Jefferson.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Minnesota.
No score after one on EA Sports. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Again, it's Cousins.
This one brought in by Jefferson.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive.
2nd and 6.
Off the play fake, Cousins.
Complete. Jefferson the target.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Justin Jefferson.
51 yards. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. The game had been pretty uneventful offensively until that big strike.
No doubt about it. Almost felt like they were just going back and forth a little bit in the first quarter. But in the second quarter, things ramped up a little bit. Things jumped up. And you're exactly right. Going to make a highlight film or two. We'll be watching that one later on today.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. This taken in at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that, because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Here's the option going left on 2nd down. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Now Murray. Rolling to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Murray staying put for now. They'll go for it on 4th down.
They're going for it. Hits Murray. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
Following the interception, Cousins.
That's complete to his running back, Jefferson.
A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
– 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action.
And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. Justin Jefferson
with his second touchdown here in this first half.
And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Joseph on for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Vikings 14, Cardinals nothing.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. This fielded right at the goal line. And not a good return at all. Down inside the 10, all the way back at the 7.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
Kyler Murray cannot get away. They drag him down to the end zone for 2 points.
And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender.
Oh.
To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on, come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. After the safety, remember, they also need to give up the football, and here's the free kick. And this will be taken at the 13. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
On first down, they look downfield, and it's complete. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there on the catch and run.
Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch it short, he can take it long, or he can do what we just saw right there, catch it and then run with the football.
Yeah, and we've seen a few moments like this in the first half already from this defense. You know you're going to give up some catches, but it's what they do after the catch that's really been hurting them. And it does again right there.
And the next-gen stats show us the tale of how much yardage he was able to tack on after the catch.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. So that'll back him up 5. And they'll try again here, first and goal after the false start. Cook following the penalty. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Now from the 7, here's second and goal. Throwing is Cousins. A quick throw here, that's complete. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's third and goal. They'll run for it with Cook, and he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. It's Dalvin Cook there with a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings continue to pull away here in this first half. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 23.
Cardinals nothing.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Taken at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with a 3-score deficit staring him in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive.
Murray now on first down.
He'll get this to his running back, Edmonds.
And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds.
2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray. He'll buy some time right. He's going to air it out deep for Green.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds a defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it.
Looking for Ertz, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That pick six extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will extend this big lead. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Murray trying again after the pick six. Dancing to his left. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A final shot before half for Murray. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
Final adjustments being made for the second half. Whether they'll amount to much in a game that's already pretty well decided, well, that's another question. Nevertheless, let's get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10.
We got three, fellas, we got 3.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. They just do get the playoff. Now Cousins. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. And this is recovered by the Cardinals. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right, so if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Going to run the sweep here. This is Hopkins. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
Well, part of why that play works is because the defense has to freeze because they don't know whether he's going to hand it off or keep it himself. And this time, how about that sleight of hand there? Gives it to his wideout. And that indecision defensively, boy, it hurt him in a big way.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Throwing on first down is Murray. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a second down and 12. Here's Murray out to his left. Murray has the first down and more. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner Murray. Complete on the quick throw to Moore. And the Cardinals are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. They'll try to run with Edmonds. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on second and goal? Here's Murray. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Kyler Murray, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals get a bit closer. The quarterback run has eaten him up all game long, and there he goes again, this time into the end zone.
And what I like about what I'm seeing, absolutely running almost with impunity. He's not worried about his body. He's not worried about sliding. He's not worried about protecting himself. He's worried about getting yardage. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, you've got to start figuring out what these blocking schemes are and finding ways to defeat them.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time, the fumble, the turnover. Now they still have the lead, but I don't think coaches care. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Jordan Phillips able to take him down. It's a loss of 3. Following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Cousins. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Play action now. Cousins. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game. But it falls down to the ground, incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Phoenix, Arizona's the spot. Glad to have you along for the ride. 3rd quarter action, and a 2nd and 10 upcoming. Now we've got movement up front, and I think this is going to be on Minnesota. So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Marco Wilson. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Now back onto the field comes the Cardinal offense, and they're going to try for 2. After the turnover, here's Murray. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the pick 6 we just saw makes things a little more interesting. Still, though, a 2-possession game as they control their destiny in this 4th quarter. Back to it after the pick 6. Cousins. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
So much of this game is focus and concentration. And whenever I see guys running the in route, I know that in the back of their mind, they're always wondering who's lurking inside that might put a big hit on them as they try and catch the ball.
There's Jefferson to pull that in. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
It fights him off. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
Love his pocket awareness, able to slip out of the sack. But once you take your eyes off the receivers, once your eyes come down and you see the rush, hard to get back downfield and find an open target. Fortunate, that one just wound up as an incomplete pass.
Play fake. Cousins. And he's got this to Jefferson. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 44-yard line. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Chandler Jones able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. Another try after the first down sack. Cousins. That is caught by Thielen. And he's going to get this deep onto Arizona's side of the field. A big play there. Cousins to Thielen. 47 yards.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the third quarter doing the old hold up four fingers college sign, meaning the fourth quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
Sliding out of the pocket toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Terrific coverage in the end zone that time. Forced him out of the pocket to his right. I thought maybe try and run it there, but no one came open for him. Nice job by the defense of not getting out of their lanes.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Cousins. Throw caught there by Osborne. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon. But with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
They'll throw again. Cousins steps away. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Kirk Cousins. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Cardinals 16.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And no run back here for Moore. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance.
And got his man complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins, 75 yards. And the Cards have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Extra point good by Prater. And the lead will be cut down to 14. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does does its job. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Now he'll let it go deep left side. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
Picked up by Marco Wilson. And the Cards are right back in this football game.
And now with that interception, you feel like we've got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the fourth.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
Murray now on first down, rolling to his left. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down. From the gun, Murray, flush to his right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to do what we call flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this.
And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Prater for the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Cook. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. It doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look, 6 DBs. Cousins just going to take this one down to a knee and end it.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory, and they were